Good morning students, welcome you all to this session. Today's class we are going to continue our example problems related to square roots. Okay, so when you go through many example problems, you will understand more clearly what is meant by a square roots. So before that, you just recall your previous session, so you know what is the definition of a square root and what are the methods to find the square root. You can take page number 101 in your NCERT textbook. Okay children? I hope you all have taken page number 101 children. Okay, what example we have to discuss? Example number 5. In your example number 4, we have discussed how to find the square root of a particular number using prime factorization. Okay, now what is the question for example number 5? Is 90 a perfect square? Okay, they are asking whether 90 is a perfect square or not. Okay, so perfect square means what? It should be a multiple of a same number. For example, the number 4 is a perfect square. Why? Because 2 into 2. I am multiplying a same number into that number. So I am getting one answer. So that is a perfect square. So we have to get that 90 as a perfect square. Okay, they are asking whether 90 is a perfect square. See, I'll explain you one problem. For example, I am just going to take 121. Okay, I am just going to take 121 children. I am doing a prime factorization for 121. We are saying that 121 is a perfect square. Is it correct? Yeah, because how you write 121 as 11 into 11, because 11 ones are 11, remainder 1, 12 minus 11 is 1, so 1 will become 11, so 11 11s are 121, then 11 ones are 11, so how you will write 11, 121, 11 into 11, so we are saying that 121 as perfect square. Why? Because I am multiplying two same numbers. So if I find a square root of 121, what you will do? You should pair it up. Okay, the pairing should take place. Always the pairing, every number should pair. Okay, here what are the numbers given? 11, 11 only given. So it is already paired. So instead of two numbers, you will write only one number. So square root of 121 is what? 11. Okay, and I'll give you one more number, 64. Okay, I'm saying this number as perfect square. How? Because see, I'm doing a prime factorization of that number. We already know 64 is 8 into 8. 8 8s are 64. That we already know. But there is, I told you, for smaller numbers we already know. But for larger numbers you should do the prime factorization. Even for the small numbers you can do the prime factorization. Okay, for 64 I am doing the prime factorization. So if a number is a perfect square, then the pairing should take place. You should do the prime factorization of a number. Okay, only then you can find whether the pairing takes placing or not. Okay, so first prime factorization, 2 table, 2 3s are 6. Why I am using 2 table? Because it is a even number. 2 2s are 4. Then again in 2 table, 2 1s are 3, remainder 1, 2 will become 12. 6 2s are 12. Then in 2 table, 2 8s are 16. In 2 table, 2 4s are 8. In 2 table, 2 2s are 4. Again in 2 table, 2 1s are 2. So how you will write the prime factorization of 64? How many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2s are there. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all. You will write the prime factorization now. Now check whether pairing takes place. Yes, these two one pair, this two one pair, and these two one pair. So actually what we have a pairing in the prime factorization. So what you can say, 64 is a perfect square. Okay, for example, now I'll take one number as 12. Okay, I'm going to take number 12. I'm going to check whether this number 12 is a perfect square or not. Okay, in 2 table. 2 6 are 12. 2 3s are 6. 3 1s are 3. Okay, writing this prime factorization 2 into 2 into 3. You will write 2 into 2 into 3, right? So we'll check whether the pairing takes place. These two and this two one pair, but 3 don't have any pair. So what you are saying, 12 is not a perfect square. 12 is not a perfect square. Okay, so I have given few examples related to this. So now what is the example problem? Is 90 a perfect square? They are asking 90 is a perfect square. So first what you should do, you have to find the prime factorization. Then you check whether the pairing takes place. Okay, I am going to take the prime factorization of 90 children. In 5th table, okay, 5 ones are 5, remainder 4, 40, 8 5s are 40. Then in 2 table, 2 9s are 18. Then 3rd table, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Because in 2 table, 2 9s are 18. Then 3rd table, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are. So how you will write 90 as 5 into 2 into 3 into 3. Okay, now what you have to do, just we have written the prime factorization children. So first we should check whether they are perfect square or not. Okay, so whether the pairing takes place or not. Only these two numbers are paired and there is no pair for 5 and there is no pair for 2. So 90 is not a perfect square. Okay, listen, this is how you should find which is not a perfect square. Then see, when we have last 2 zeros, then we can check it and see whether it is a perfect square or not. But here only 1 0 is there. In that itself we can say that this is not a perfect square, because this is one of the properties when you have learned the square of a numbers. Okay, when you are learning the square of a numbers, you have learned this property. So finally we have proved that 90 is not a perfect square. So what are the properties we have, what are the things we have used to find that it is not a perfect square? We have done a prime factorization. Then we have find that there is no pair in this, so we said it is not a perfect square. And one more thing is, there is only 1 0 in this. If it is 2 zeros, 4 zeros, 6 zeros only, we can say that it is a perfect square. Since it don't have 2 zeros here, we are saying this number as not perfect square. Okay, next is your example number 6. Okay, what is the question means? Is 2352 a perfect square? Okay, they are asking whether 2352 is a perfect square. So how you will find that it is a perfect square? You will do the prime factorization and you will check whether the pairing is there or not. Okay, if not, find the smallest multiple of 2352 which is a perfect square. They are asking whether this is a perfect square. If it is not a perfect square, then we have to find the smallest multiple of 2352 which is a perfect square. Find the square root of a new number. We are going to find the square. After finding whether that number is a perfect square, we should find the square root of that particular number. So first, there are 3 questions should be solved in this. So first, what we have to do? We have to check that 2352 is a perfect square. Okay, we have to check that it is a perfect square. So first what you should do? You should find the we have to do this prime factorization. Okay, only then you can find the pairing, right? So in 2 table, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, remainder 1, 7 2s are 14, remainder 1, 6 2s are 12. Then in 2 table, see, since we have even number, I am using 2 table children. 5 2s are 10, remainder 1, 8 2s are 16, 17 minus 16, remainder 1, 8 2s are 16. Then again in 2 table, 2 2s are 4, remainder 1, 9 2s are 18, 9 2s are 18, 4 2s are 8. Okay. Next in 2 table, 2 1s are 2, 4 2s are 8, remainder 1, 7 2s are 14. Then 147. 147 comes in which table? You add it and see. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 7, 12. It is a multiple of 3. Okay, listen. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 7, 12. 12 is a multiple of 3. So, it comes in third table. 4 3s are 12. Remainder 2. 9 3s are 27. Next, 49 is 7 7s are 49. Then 7 1s are 7. So listen, so how you will write it? 2352 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay, now we have just find the prime factorization. So we have to check whether the pairing is there or not. 2 paired, these 2 paired, 7 paired, but there is no pairing for 3. So what we can say, if there is no pairing, any one of the number is not paired, then we can say 2352 is not perfect square. Okay, we can say that 2352 is not a perfect square. Okay, listen children, because why I am saying not a perfect square? Because see, these two are paired, but 3 is not paired. So we can say that this number is not a perfect square. Then they said, if this is not a perfect square, find the smallest multiple of 2352, which is a perfect square. So, we are going to find the smallest multiple of this. Multiple of this means what? What is the multiple of 4, children? Multiple of 4 is 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. So, 4, 8, 12 are the multiples of 4. Likewise, we should find the multiple of 2352, which is a perfect square. Okay, so listen, if you want to make this perfect square, if you multiply with this into 3, will you get a perfect square here? Listen, if I multiply into 3, this also will get paired up. So you will multiply here also into 3. If you do multiplication here 3, here also you will do multiplication 3. So if I multiply here 3, here also I will do multiplication 3. As such, I am going to write 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. So listen, if I multiply into 3 here, this will become a perfect square number because all pairing takes place here. So obviously 2352 into 3, because I am going to do into 3 here. Here also I will do into 3. So what I get? I have got multiple of 3. How we will get the multiple of 3? If I multiply 2352 into 3, 3 2s are 6, 5 3s are 15, 3 3s are 9, 10, 3 2s are 6, 7. So I am get 7056. 7056 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. So 7056 is a perfect square. Okay, so what they are saying, children, 2352 is not a perfect square. That we have found out. Why? Because it is not a multiple. There is no pairing takes place in 3. That's why we are saying 2352 is not a perfect square. If this is not a perfect square, we should find one smallest number. Smallest multiple. Smallest multiple is 2352 into 2. Into 1 if you do, you will get 2352 only. If you do into 2, one extra 2 will come here, which is not a perfect square. But if you do into 3, here pairing will automatically takes place. If you do into 3, because smallest multiple only possible, children. So you should start from 1. Okay, you should start from 1. Like see, smallest multiple of 4 is 4. Next is 8. Next is 12. Likewise, smallest multiple, first you should start from 2352 into 1. you will get 2352 only, which is not a perfect square. Then into 2. Into 2 means 1 2 will be extra in this. So that is also not perfect square. Then into 3. If you do into 3, here also into 3 will come. So automatically pairing takes place. So you will get 7056, which is a perfect square. Okay. So automatically what they are saying, 7056 is a smallest multiple. Okay children, is a smallest multiple of 2352, which is a perfect square. Which is a perfect square. Okay, so we have found the smallest multiple of 2352 by multiplying that 2352 into 3. I got 7056, which is a perfect square number. So this is a perfect square, right? So can we find the square root for 7056? Yes, of course. Square root means in this pairing you should write only 1. In these two only 1. In these two only 1. In these 3 I will write only 1. The 7 I will write only 1. So 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 7s are 84. So what is the square root of 7056 children? 84. So in this question I have found 3 questions in this. Okay, is 2352 a perfect square? No, it is not a perfect square. If not, find the smallest multiple. Yes, we have find the smallest multiple, which is 7056, which is a perfect square. Yes, of course it is a perfect square. Find the square root of a new number. Yes, we have find the new number which you are getting is 7056. I have find the square root for this 7056. Understood children? Today's class we have discussed only 2 examples problems. That too it is fully related about how to do the prime factorization, how to find that number as a perfect square. Okay, so you should do the prime factorization. This pairing is very important. Then you should find whether that number is a perfect square or not. I hope you all understood children. Thank you.